Neymar Jr, one of the most famous players of the 21st century and is arguably one of the greatest Brazilian players of all time. Behind Messi and Ronaldo, he has often been touted as the third greatest of his generation, and without either of them, it is likely he would have multiple Ballon d'Ors. So how did he get here? What makes him so special? And where will he go next? Well, let's start from the beginning. He was born on February 5th, 1992 in Mogi das Cruzes, a city near Sao Paulo. He grew up in a small house in a working-class neighborhood with his father, mother, and his younger sister, Rafaela. His father was a professional footballer himself, but his career didn't take off, and so he had to work 3 jobs just to make ends meet. He played futsal in his childhood. He became renowned for his pace, his great vision, and his chance creation. He had a Christian upbringing, and to this day he's very strong to his faith. In 2003, Neymar moved with his family to São Vicente, where he began playing for youth side Portuguesa Santista. Later that year, they moved to Santos, when Neymar began his career. Aged 14, Neymar travelled to Spain for tryouts with the Real Madrid youth team. At the time when Real had stars like Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, David Beckham, Roberto Carlos and Robinho, but his father at the time decided that it was probably better to keep growing up in a comfortable environment in Brazil. The family bought their first property next to Santos's home stadium. Their quality of family life improved as a result, and at the age of 15, Neymar was earning 10,000 reais a month. And at 16, this became 125,000 reais a month. At 17, he signed for Santos's first team and began signing his first sponsorship deals. In his first season, he scored 14 goals in 48 appearances. And in his following seasons, he won the Brazilian Player of the Year in 2011 and 2012. He helped Santos win the Copa de Libertadores, the most prestigious club competition in South America, in 2011. He scored 6 goals in their run to the final. He won the 2011 FIFA Puskas Award for scoring a solo goal in a 5-4 loss against Flamengo. At this point, Neymar was becoming an established figure in Brazil's squad. Both Pelé and Romario reportedly urged coach Dunga to take Neymar to the 2010 World Cup. A petition calling for Neymar's inclusion achieved 14,000 signatures, but he was omitted from both the squad and the standby list. He competed in the 2011 Copa America in Argentina, but Brazil were unfortunately eliminated in the quarterfinal, but Neymar managed to score a brace against Ecuador. 2012 was a big year for Neymar, as he was one of 3 finalists in the 2012 Puskas Award. He finished the season being awarded the Golden Ball, the Arthur Friedenreich Award, and the Armando Nogueira Trophy. For Brazil, he competed in the 2012 Olympics in London, where Brazil reached the final but lost it to Mexico. Along the way, Neymar scored a stunning 25-yard free kick against Belarus, really stamping his authority to the world. He also scored his first full international hat-trick on the 10th of September in an 8-0 win over China. In 2013, Neymar left Santos and joined Barcelona. There were legal issues with the payments, however, and Barca were eventually charged with tax fraud. He scored his first competitive goal for Barcelona in the 2013 Supercopa de España against Atletico, and in his first El Clásico appearance, he scored the opening goal and assisted the winning goal. In a 6-1 win over Celtic, he scored a hat-trick, his first 3 goals in the Champions League. He was also incredible in the Confederations Cup. He won the Golden Ball for Player of the Tournament and 3 consecutive Man of the Match awards. In his first full season with Barcelona, he scored 15 goals and 15 assists, a pretty solid total. Many expected the 2014 World Cup to be Neymar's shining point. However, he was nearly red-carded in the first game against Croatia and was lucky to stay on. He managed to score an assist in that game. He again scored twice against Cameroon in their final group match, and in the round of 16, the match against Chile finished 1-1 after 120 minutes, and a penalty shootout with Neymar scoring the winning kick for Brazil. In the quarter-final win over Colombia, Neymar was kneed in the back and had to be removed from the pitch on a stretcher. A hospital scan revealed that Neymar had suffered a fractured vertebra in his spine, and he missed the rest of the World Cup and the Germany 7-1 defeat. These injuries became a common occurrence in Neymar's career, and we'll see these later. But the 14-15 season would see his explosion with 39 goals and 10 assists, scoring a hat-trick against Granada and scoring in his next 3 La Liga matches. He helped Barcelona reach the treble with 2 goals in a 3-2 second-leg defeat at the Allianz Arena to ensure they qualified for the final. Barca won the league title, the Copa del Rey, and then in the Champions League final, Neymar scored the 3rd goal, ensuring they defeated Juventus. The 2015 Copa America was one to forget for Neymar. He scored and assisted in Brazil's first game against Peru in a 2-1 win. After Brazil's second match, a 1-0 loss to Colombia, Neymar was booked for handball, resulting in a suspension. After the final whistle, he was red-carded for deliberately kicking the ball at Pablo Armero, and as a result was pushed over by the Colombian striker Carlos Bacca, who was also dismissed. He was banned for the rest of the tournament. This is a clear example of Neymar's hot temper, something which has been on show multiple occasions. In the 15-16 season, Neymar played a crucial part in MSN, more commonly known as Messi, Suarez, Neymar, with the trio scoring 131 goals, breaking the record they had set the previous year for most goals scored by an attacking trio in a single season, winning them the domestic double. Neymar again played a crucial role in the Olympics, reaching the final. He scored the opening goal with a free kick after 27 minutes. The game finished 1-1. Brazil beat Germany 5-4 on penalties, and Neymar once again scored the winning penalty, bringing Brazil its first Olympic gold medal in men's football. In his final season at Barcelona, he played a crucial role in the miracle 6-1 victory over PSG in the Champions League round of 16, scored 2 and assisted the decisive goal that Roberto famously scored, and he was named man of the match. Later that year, he scored his 100th goal for Barcelona in his 177th appearance for the club, netting in a 4-1 win over Granada. These performances led to him becoming the world's most expensive player, with PSG signing him for €222 million. There were legal troubles once again, with Barcelona filing a lawsuit against Neymar, demanding he return the contract renewal bonuses he received, as well as €8.5 million in damages. Neymar fractured the 5th metatarsal bone in his right foot and ended his first season with PSG with 28 goals in 30 matches. Going into the World Cup in Russia, hopes were high for Brazil and Neymar, and they eased past the group and beat Mexico in the round of 16, with his second goal of the tournament coming against Mexico. However, they were knocked out in the quarterfinal by Belgium, with Neymar denied an injury time equaliser by an incredible fingertip save from Belgian goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. The 18-19 season was again another successful season for Neymar. He scored a hat-trick in a 6-1 win over Red Star Belgrade in the Champions League group stage fixture, but he suffered a foot injury in late January 2019, which kept him out of a round of 16 tie against Manchester United. In the 2019 Coupe de France final against Rennes, Neymar scored, but Rennes made a comeback and won on penalties. This match was filled with controversy surrounding Neymar, as he was caught on video appearing to punch a spectator in the face. Supposedly the spectator had been aggravating Neymar, so I can understand a little why he might have reacted in this way. He admitted later he was wrong, so whilst the action wasn't perhaps the right one, it's difficult to react well in that situation. In 2019, rumours were rife with Neymar's departure, however, he ended up staying. His first goal of the season was an incredible bicycle kick against Strasbourg, scoring the winning goal in injury time. He won his 3rd league title after PSG were awarded Ligue 1 due to the COVID-19 pandemic curtailing the season early. He scored the side's lone goal in a 1-0 win over Saint-Étienne in the Coupe de France final, winning this competition for a second time. They won the Coupe de la Ligue final 6-5 on penalties over Lyon, completing a domestic treble. They reached the final of the Champions League, but lost it to Bayern thanks to a Kingsley Coman second-half goal. PSG lost Le Classique for the first time since 2011, with Marseille victorious 1-0, in a game that had 14 yellow cards and 5 red cards handed out by the referee, including one of each to Neymar. He scored his first 2 goals of the season in a 6-1 win over Angers. Later in the season he suffered an ankle injury, avoiding a fracture, but was ruled out of action for 3 weeks with a sprain. Neymar helped PSG win their record-tying 10th Ligue 1, finishing the season with 13 goals and 8 assists across all competitions, registering the fewest amount of goals scored in Europe since 2013, the season in which he arrived in a season marred by irregularity and various injuries. This most recent season was a big success for Neymar. He started the season off by scoring and providing a hat-trick of assists in a 5-0 win against Clermont Foot. On the 21st of August, Messi, Mbappe and Neymar all scored and assisted, with Neymar netting twice and registering 3 more assists in PSG's 7-1 away win over Lille. After registering 13 goal contributions in his first 5 league games, Neymar was voted Ligue 1 Player of the Month in August, a very deserving Player of the Month. However, on the 6th of March, PSG announced that Neymar would undergo surgery in Doha and would be ruled out for the remainder of the season. Prior to this, he went to the World Cup in this city, in the country of Qatar, in which he was a little underwhelming, playing 79 minutes against Serbia but missed the other group stage matches to injury. He scored and assisted against South Korea, and his goal against Croatia in the quarter-final equalled Pele's record, but they lost on penalties before Neymar could take the final penalty. So that brings us up to the current day, in which Neymar is not very much liked by the PSG fans, and seemingly they want him to go, and Neymar wants to go himself. So where will he go? Well, rumours suggest he might go to Chelsea, and he has been linked with Manchester United, a return to Barcelona, and even Newcastle. So what have we learned from Neymar's career? Well, he's a very successful player, and deserves all the accolades he's won. But I think injuries and his hot temper have got in the way of his progression, and sometimes you need a cool head to really succeed at the top level. And that's what may have prevented him from winning a World Cup. People do seem to like him. He has over 200 million Instagram followers, and he's appeared on the cover of Time magazine and on the FIFA 18 and 19 covers, as well as featuring in his own Netflix series documentary. He's gotten 2 third-place Ballon d'Or finishes, which suggests he really is something special. It's just unfortunate Neymar had to compete with Messi and Ronaldo. Otherwise, I genuinely think he might have won multiple Ballon d'Ors by now. He may not win another World Cup, as he will be comfortably into his 30s at the next World Cup, but who knows? With Real Madrid stars such as Vini Jr and Rodrigo coming in as Brazilian wingers to help Neymar, maybe he wants to stick around a little bit longer. I hope he can lift the World Cup. Many other famous Brazilian players such as Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Cafu, Roberto Carlos have all won World Cups, and Neymar deserves to be recognised amongst them. But what do you think? Do you think Neymar was just unlucky with all his injuries, or could he have composed himself better? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks to Vizier for inspiration for this idea. I'll see you guys later.